Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now what happens if you buy a mystery spec 4K graphics card from an online stranger? Well, you get something that only makes you more and more suspicious every time you look at it. This Asus card looks the part, but I've seen top spec coolers slapped onto low-end PCBs before, and the lack of any labelling made me question what exactly was going on here. At £200, it's plausible that this graphics card, or graphics card, can game at 4K, but I don't imagine it'll be very pretty. The removed serial and model number stickers only furthered the feeling that I had been ripped off, but I knew the score. These unprecedented times can make second-hand sellers do and say some crazy things, and my intention as always was to prevent someone else from getting ripped off. After slapping this thing into my i5 test bench, I noticed that Windows 10 automatically reconfigured my display for 4K, which meant that the GeForce series drivers I had installed from previous endeavours recognised this GPU, and sure enough it was legit, but my mind was in two places. I had saved someone from getting their expectations slashed, but I myself was now £200 lighter. That sounds like I'm telling you about my successful diet, but the reality was that my bank account had shed the weight. I've no doubt that 1080p and 1440p gaming is possible. In fact, it is possible, but most of the latest games will still suffer, apart from Forza, though claims that this could run the latest games fine at 2160 sounded even more far-fetched. My job now was to see just how far-fetched these claims were. We briefly took a look at the very well optimised Forza Horizon 5 just now, which runs at medium with 2560 by 1440 resolution, so we might just be able to get away with 2160p. Somehow we can. This 2GB card can hit 30 FPS on average with 3840 by 2160 resolution, and although this is by no means an ideal way to play, there is now a tiny bit of truth to the seller's statement. Damn it. 90% of the time though, it's unlikely that we'll be that lucky. Cyberpunk 2077 ran with a single digit frame rate most of the time, even when driving through deserted areas well away from Night City. Night City gave us about 6 FPS, and that's if we were lucky. Crysis has never fit its own title so well as it did in my 4K test. It was another sub 10 FPS even at low. Battlefield 2042 took 2042 minutes to connect to the server, though that's if the game didn't crash first, which, spoiler alert, it did, almost every time due to a graphics error. To reiterate, I didn't expect anything else. I had a feeling this GPU wouldn't live up to its description. It was just a matter of finding out, first of all, what it was, and then, second of all, by how far it fell short of a smooth 4K experience. That said, it's not all bad news. If the seller had said the same thing, but specified some games, I could be more inclined to forgive them. For example, Fortnite with its performance mode will actually hit 60 FPS a lot of the time at 4K resolution and 100% scaling. Now I didn't think it would, nor did I think that it would be smooth, but it was, and we even managed to average 60 FPS over the course of a combined 2 games. GTA 5 will also run well, and we get a better than current console experience frame rate wise, with at least 40 FPS at 4K normal, and FXAA enabled. There will be drops closer to 30, but that doesn't really happen all that often. Am I angry at the seller of this card? No, but I am a little bit disappointed. The ad was misleading to make more money, which unfortunately is a bit more common these days, but at least I can sell it on to someone else at a more sensible price now. To finalise, here's The Witcher 3. I thought after GTA 5 that we might be able to squeeze 30 FPS out of it with the 760, but not quite. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it down below. Leave a dislike if you didn't, not that it really matters because I can't actually see the dislikes anymore, and I don't think any of you can either for some weird reason. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see all of you in the next one.